This is one of those topics where Chevy absolutely did not make it easy. The anti-theft system, also known as Passlock, is obsessed with keeping your Silverado safe, even if that means accidentally preventing you from starting your own truck. It's security working a bit too well. People get caught by this all the time. You go out one morning, put the key in, and suddenly the truck won't start. The dash flashes a little red lock icon like it's judging you. There's this moment of panic, your mind racing. Is someone hacking my truck? Did the key get demagnetized? Let's clear up why this happens. The anti-theft system can get triggered if the key chip or ignition isn't read just right. It can also be caused by a weak battery or after a battery change, which feels weirdly unfair. You do a little maintenance and the truck throws a tantrum. Here's the step-by-step reset most people end up using. Insert your Silverado's key into the ignition and turn it to the on position. Not start, just on, so all the electronics light up. Now, watch for that security light on the dashboard. Here's the kicker. You wait. Don't touch anything. Sit there with the key in on for 10 to 15 minutes. Sometimes it's longer, which feels less like a car and more like meditating in your driveway. When the light finally goes off, that's your cue. Once that security light disappears, turn the key back to off. Then, for good measure, wait a full 30 seconds before you attempt to start the truck again. It somehow feels performative, like you're proving to the truck you're not a thief. Now go ahead and try starting your Silverado. If you've done everything right, it'll usually turn over and start up, maybe like it never judged you at all. If not, don't panic yet. Sometimes you need to repeat the process up to 3 times in a row. About 70% of the time, it works on the first try. A major pain point people have. Nobody tells you why this happens until after you're stranded. A pro tip is to always check your battery voltage first. If the voltage is low, the anti-theft system just gets crankier and totally unpredictable. If you've replaced your key or have an aftermarket alarm, things can get extra annoying. Sometimes only a dealer can program a new key, and towing gets expensive fast. That's when everyone starts Googling how to bypass Passlock at 2 a.m. Truth is, bypassing the anti-theft system isn't usually recommended, but desperate times, right? There are resistor tricks and wire splicing hacks floating around online, but unless you really like electrical tape and potential immobilizer warning lights, the reset method is safer. If you're lucky, you'll never have to do this. But statistically, if you've got a Silverado built in the late 90s or 2000s, this shutdown will happen at least once in its lifetime. I wish manufacturers made things a bit friendlier. No one likes their own truck, treating them like a criminal. My advice as a fellow Chevy driver in Portland: keep a spare key, invest in a great battery, and print out this reset process. Because on a rainy morning, the last thing you want is to play games with your Silverado's anti-theft system while running late.